Would I work with Raise again? Absolutely. I'm down in Birmingham, Harmon Glass Company. Been in the business 41 years. I am the regional superintendent for Harmon. So I was involved with the initial sales of the job, design of the job, and the execution of the job. Harmon's the #1 glazing contractor in the country, and they plan on being that. They've been around for 75 years, and they want to be around for another 75 years. Raise Robotics, what do they perform at 23 Springs? Came out, did the layout, gave us as-built, installed the anchors, torqued the anchors. Usually we are going to the floors right after the reshoring is removed from the concrete. A lot of times the handrails are just put up for edge protection. So our guys typically would have to install lifelines, horizontal lifelines, jump over the handrail, kneel down on the edge of the building, do the layout, and then afterwards, another crew would have to install their horizontal lifeline, all their fall protection, jump over the handrail, anchor the J anchor, which requires a lot of tools that have to be tethered off because they're on the edge of the building. The anchor itself needs to be tethered off. As far as the robot, it just simply stays inside of the handrail, reaches over, and is able to do the layout and the clip installation. So it's a lot more efficient as far as all the safety precautions. We saw improvement as the project went on. I think there's still a lot of improvement to be out there, and I think it's going to be achieved. And, towards the end of the project, and things are moving relatively smoothly. Taking about 24 minutes to install an anchor. That's within the realm of our manual installation. The layout has the ability to be more efficient just because of the time that it takes us to secure our guys on the outside of the building. So I believe there was opportunities once everything was up and running to run as efficiently but much safer than what we typically would do manually. And I think probably the most benefit we got was the reports of after the layout was done, the anchors were installed, we had as-builts. The as-builts, the benefits to us, #1, I'm getting that information a lot sooner. As soon as, the layout's done, I know exactly where the concrete is as far as within tolerances, and it also gives me my ability to make any adjustments on my units before I install them. We can do it as early as in our factory now if we have that information. So there's a benefit of as our units are coming down the line, we have the information from the job site. We can make the adjustments. We bunk them, take them to the job site, unbunk them, and they're ready to go. So there is a cost impact of getting that information as early as possible. I believe our most valuable asset is our workers. It's one of the most challenging commodities to obtain now. It's getting harder and harder to find skilled workers. It's really not an occupation that young kids are looking to get into. So I think robots can attract the next generation of workers because of their upbringing in technology. I think they'd much rather be inside the handrail operating a robot than being on the edge of the building, leaning over, just fear of any of their tools or personal belongings falling off the edge of the building. I would believe if there were more robots on the job, there'd be less risk of any injuries.